told you guys I was gonna go live often. I'm gonna be live for about 20 minutes. Today we're gonna go live and we're gonna talk about publishing books. On why you should write a book and the benefits of you publishing your own book. So this book is called Just Like You. It's a book written by me. It is worn down because the kids actually be using this book. So this is featuring my son, Zachariah. One thing I love about the book is the illustrations and how colorful it is. So one reason when you hire me to do your books, I'm gonna make sure it's thoughtful. Like in here we have a glossary, and I'm making sure that kids learn about autism and learn about nonverbal, like being nonverbal. So I'm gonna get in here and wait for some comments. But before I get some comments, before I get some comments, I want to ask you, when was the last time you thought about publishing a book? When's the last time you thought about writing a book? And I'm not talking about using AI. I'm talking about actually using your brain to write a book. This book was created before AI. The illustrations are by an illustrator. And so my question is, when last time have you done that? When last time have you just sat back and thought, I want to write a book about this incident? Let's say your kid is being bullied and you write a book about it. So you have a beginning, a middle, and end. And you teach other kids about bullying. When last time you done that? Have you ever done it? So the reason I wrote Just Like You is because my son's autistic and I wanted him to find a book that looked just like him. I wanted a book that had a character that looked just like him. So if I can actually show y'all that this is my book, we're gonna go to the back. Ooh, cut in. This is me before my locks. Hi, you guys. So I'm on here talking about what is the importance of writing a book and publishing a book. Now, I didn't use AI when I started writing my books, and I want to talk to you guys about starting your books, writing a book about an event in your life that can help you make money. With me writing a book, one thing that it did, it gave me income. I get paid from this book every month. I have other books. I have about 20 plus books out. It got me speaking gigs. It got me opportunities that I would never imagine because I wrote a book. So my question to you in the comments is: have you thought about writing a book? If you have, tell me why you haven't done it. And if you haven't done it, let's figure out a ways where we can do it. So I also help people publish books. So, hi you guys. Thank you guys for joining. So my book is called Just Like You, and it's about autism. And the reason why I wrote a book about autism is because my son is nonverbal. When this book came out, he was about 3 and nonverbal. Um, let's see. I wrote it in 2020. So he was about 3 when this came out. Yeah, when I wrote it. And I wrote 10 other books. Unfortunately, I cannot find the files. 10 additional books I already wrote, but I cannot find the files, so I'm really like in my stomach about those. But this book is about an autistic boy named Zachariah, which is my son, who started pre-K and has an IEP. So I also educate. One thing I like about books is when you're the author, you can add anything. So this is the glossary. And I added a glossary in this book for other parents can have a conversation about writing a book, starting a book. Not that. Have a conversation about being autistic and nonverbal, and also learn about IEPs because sometimes your child may not never heard of an IEP, maybe never encountered somebody who has autism, and they just don't know they have it. So that's the point of this book. So shameless plug. So you guys can ask me any questions in the comment. I'm actually gonna get my magazine as well for you to see I actually publish. And I'm actually at my son's therapy center, and I actually donate a lot of stuff. I'll be right back. So I want y'all to see that my products are actually used. This is my magazine. It's worn because it's really, they actually really use it. It's called Awesomely You Magazine. So let's say you don't want to publish a book and you want to publish a magazine, and guess what? I'm going to help you do that too. This is my baby. That's me. I publish everything. So that also, for the parents watching, this is free. This is a Awesomely You mini zine. The mini zine is a free resource that Awesomely You magazine drops every month on the 13th for parents and caregivers. Every mini zine has a freebie that comes with it. Just to get the mini zine on the website for free. And this Awesomely You magazine drops every month on the 2nd of the month. And the magazine focuses on autism, neurodiversity, mental health, disability awareness, disease awareness, advocacy, parenting and caregiving, and faith and resilience. So just want to say what Awesomely You focuses on, because I want people to understand that this magazine is for advocacy and me shaping the culture on how we see it. So let's get into publishing facts. Sorry, y'all, I didn't hit y'all. Okay, let's get into publishing facts. So a few publishing facts is, you see this book, Old MacDonald? Let's say me and you and all 9 of us watching this video right now want to rewrite this and publish it. Just like it says, you can. It's certain books that you can, and me and you can keep publishing over and over again, and we won't get in trouble for it. Let's say you want to write a book about Beyonce. She's a public figure, and you can write a book about Beyonce. Let's say you want to write a book about Taylor Swift, and you're a Swiftie. You can write a book about Taylor Swift. Let's say you want to write a book about Barack Obama. You can write a book about Barack Obama. So I just want to let you know, publishing can get you into a lot of rooms and can also create income. How many movies came from a book idea? Cat in the Hat is one. The Grinch is one, which is the same brain, Dr. Seuss, of course. Pete the Cat, I Love My White Shoes, all came from a book. So my question is, why haven't you published your book or thought about it? So let's get into the comments. I just need you guys to comment for you guys, so I can be more engaged with you guys. I'm going to end this live at 6:15. Oh, an animal book. That's kind of like Old MacDonald's. I'll look a little different at the books. And it's easy. And now that you have AI can help you shape that book. But the only issue with AI is, can that book be consistent? Can the character be consistent throughout the whole book? And does AI own rights to that illustration? Is also another thing. And thank you so much for engaging. I really appreciate you. And you can also text me and put my business phone at. So when you do text me, I have it. You can text me at 404-380-0059. If you do not want to text me, you can hit me up on Instagram at I am Crystal Jordan, and we can talk about publishing your book, and we can come up with 90 days on how we can publish it, because your book is needed. And animal books actually does very well with kids. I just literally brought up Pete the Cat. Pete the Cat is a book that's doing extremely well. You can go look at the data and look at the notes and see for yourself. The reason why my book made me money every month is because it's literally about a black kid that has autism. So back then when I wrote my book, I didn't find a lot of books about black kids that have autism. So I'm one of the few that is about it. So, anybody have any questions? I'm trying to go live more. Um, so I'm gonna go back here so you guys can see this. Like I said, it's a freebie. If you stumble across this video, like I said, oh, and then sometimes I feature a partner. And when I feature a partner, you guys get to learn more about that organization. I think that I can smell your. Oh, I would pray for you, but you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna. Before I do this to you, it's people that come on lives just to ruin other people's lives. And I would not let you come on my live and ruin my energy because you want to say something super negative or you think is negative and you think I'm going to get offended. That's all the time you get. God bless you. And I'm going to remove you. I deleted it, and then I'm also gonna block you if you come back. Okay? Thank you so much. Are you selling these books, or are you just keeping them? So I do sell books. All my books are available on Amazon, Walmart, ZachariahWord.com. Zachariah is ZACHARIAH world.com. And I do sell all my books. And publishing is different. So I'm in the process of rebranding my publishing. But no, I gave you my number for if you have questions, you can text me and we can go from there. You probably cannot, I just realized you cannot DM my personal Instagram. So it's best to just text me if you want to publish a book. And I will text you back and we can schedule a meeting for you can see my real person and I can show you my work and you can see that I actually have results and I actually publish books. So, and again, my number is 404-380-0059. And I'm also going to host a free class on here soon. I'm gonna go live and we're going to talk about publishing and why you should publish. Like, to think that me writing this book in 2020 has got me speaking gigs. I got paid to travel and speak. I have been in rooms. I have done conferences because of my book. Like, and I don't say it's books, but I always focus on Just Like You because that was my first book. So, yeah. I hope I answered your question. This is actually not mine anymore. This is the Center's. I actually donated this months ago. And the crazy thing is, what I love is it's so worn because they actually use it. And yeah, it's used to the point where I'm probably going to replace this very soon. But yeah, they use it. Like, this is my baby. This is me. And this is an article about why I do what I do. And then this is my first children's book that I ever wrote. And this book opened so many doors. And this book is continuing to open doors. So, your question is, I'm 7. How old is he? My son currently is 8. When I wrote the book, he was 3. Yeah, he was 3 when I wrote the book the first time because he was going to pre-K. But honestly, I know the book he's going to pre-K. I was just writing the book. It's not about him, but it's kind of about him because the teacher in the book is called oh my God, y'all, what I call this teacher? Mrs. Patience. And his teacher in pre-K, her name was Dr. Sunshine, and she was amazing. And she's just like the teacher in the book, but I didn't know her yet when I wrote it. So I thought it was pretty cool that I kind of wrote what he was going to experience, except the part when it was like they were cheering Zach on and yay, because he was a COVID. He started school during COVID. So, yeah. Any negative comments, I would delete them and I may block you. I don't indulge into negativity. Life is too short. You have people who cannot eat. You have people that they can barely pay their bills. So when somebody come onto a live being negative, I'm thinking to myself that you are going through depression. You're going through a season where you need to share your misery on others, and that makes you feel good in that moment. Okay. Alrighty. Does anybody have any questions? So the first process in writing your book, and I do have a checklist, is figuring out what you want to write about. That's number one. You're going to figure out what you want to write about. And once you do that, you're going to draft like a storyboard. And when you draft the storyboard, I'm sorry, you guys, I speak English. Muy poquito español. When you draft your storyboard, you're going to figure out what you want to write about. So once you figure what you want to write about, now it's time to narrow it down to 3 topics. And those topics is something you must know a lot about. Not a random topic that you put in ChatGPT. No. No. That's cute and all, but that's not cute. Not a random, not something random. I want you to figure out that topic. For me, my topics are autism, motherhood, and that's it. Those are my 2 topics that I talk about when I write my books. I'm also writing a book currently about dating because I'm single. I'm 36 and I'm single, so I'm writing a book about being single over 30. So those are the 3 topics I currently write about. And I write about those topics because it's important that I spread my knowledge. And I'm also writing a book about business and how to choose a business partner because I went through something super traumatic last year and I'm still healing from it. So my thing is when you write your book, you have to figure out what you want to write about. That's number 1. The second gem that I'm going to give you is once you narrow down your topic, I want you to go to Amazon and I want you to type in like whatever the topic is. And once you type it in, I want you to look at the 3 trending books. When you look at those 3 trending books, I want you to study how the covers look because that is very important. The covers are very important. Once you study how the covers look, I want you to read the comments. And whatever the pain point of the customer / reader, then you know how to write your book or where you want your book to go or what problem you want your book to be. I don't want you to launch a book, write a book, and launch to crickets. Who's reading that book? Who's reading the book? Nobody's reading the book, right? Okay. So once you do that, next, I want you to write your book, and I want you to get your book edited 3 times. You got a soft edit, then you got a second edit, then you got a hard edit. Your hard edit is your last edit, edited 3 times. That's 3 different people reading the book to find grammar errors. So once you do that, or you can run to ChatGPT if you want to do it the easy way. Once you do that, I want you to host a little focus group. And once you host the focus group, I want you to figure out what everybody says about your book and how you can improve your book. Or if your book is just amazing and you just publish it. Then I want you to fit in that focus group. I want you to have 2 to 3 different covers of your book. Children book, cookbook, poetry book, whatever. And I want you to ask your audience which cover looks the best. And once you figure out which cover looks the best and how your audience about your book, I want you to go into a pre-launch. What is a pre-launch? A pre-launch is before you launch that book, I need you to get some money. I need you to get some money. Do you like how, hold on you. Do you like how many, like a book about, do you like how many like a book about bears? It looks like a pretty bear. I got lost and though he cried, someone picked him up. You have to think it was called Bear Sweetie. I don't think I understand your comment. I think that you're saying you want to write a book about a cute bear. Do it. Because bears are cute. And that's easy to get made in Alibaba to get a stuffed animal to sell it. and all of that. So next, after you did your, I said the focus group, your covers, next is going to your pre-launch. I'm sorry, y'all, my phone about to die. Next is the pre-launch. Once you focus on your pre-launch, I want you to get some money. So I want you to create a launch page. So I'm giving all y'all these gems super early because normally this would be broken down to my free classes. Once you create your launch page, it's going to have your book, the price, and you're going to whatever price you put it at. But I want you to be reasonable. I see people drop coloring books, digital, $25. And this economy, $25 for a digital coloring book, not even a tangible coloring book. So I want you to do that. And then once it's ready to launch, do a soft launch party. Have a little party. Like it can be in person or depending on your budget, it can be virtual. And pretty much you're gonna run that call like QVC. Okay, you guys. So we have just like you. This today price is going for $8.99, but when it go live officially, it's gonna be $13.99. And your goal is to hit your goal and sell whatever your goal is. Let's say you want to sell 100 pre-order. That's your goal. But go over that goal. Are y'all putting down what I'm putting down? Are y'all picking up what I'm putting down? Do I have plushies for sale for free? I would never have a plushie for sale for free because it costs money to get made. And when you get your plushies made overseas, you're paying for shipping. So I would never give away a plushie for free. It costs too much money. It costs money to get made, and then I have to get it shipped. So for me personally, no. I would give away a book versus a plushie because it's cheaper to get that printed versus how much that probably costs that plushie to get made. So my answer is no. And I actually don't have any toys, plushies that I created with my book. I decided not to do that because of how much production had cost at the time. And I didn't want to do that. I didn't want inventory. Sometimes what people don't tell you is a lot of people have inventory that's sitting in their house, and I didn't want that for me. So yeah. Anybody else have questions? And thank you for engaging with this video. I really, truly appreciate it. We got 3 more minutes, you guys. I'm getting off live. But like I said, if you really want to publish a book, you can text me at 404-380-0059. If you really want to publish a book, you can text me at 404-380-0059. And to the first 10 people who actually text me, I'm going to give you $250 off of your publishing service. And I want you to test me YouTube Live, and I would know that you came from the live. So hope that helped you guys. So we have 2 more minutes on this live, you guys. So again, if you want to publish a book, that could be a children's book, cookbook, whatever book that you got in your mind, you can text me at 404-380-0059. I'm not selling my book. I want you to write your book, and we go from there. And I also have payment plans as well, and we can set that up. So, but the point of you writing your book is to get your story out there. So if you want to write a book about a bear, you can do that. And then you have to save for what you want. I'm going to say this before I get off live. When I wrote my first book, I spent a lot of money. And some of the money I spent, I could have put elsewhere if I had the proper guidance when I first published my book. But I was doing it not out of fear, but I was doing it because I just wanted to do it. So you having me on your side is like having a best friend want to see you win. But of course, I'm not your best friend because you're paying me, but I actually know what I'm doing. And then you can also Google my name, Crystal Jordan. You will see a lot of autism interviews. You will also see my books. I have so many. I'm actually currently working on a new book. The new children's book I'm working on is me. And it's about me being in media because I want to teach kids about other opportunities to do other things in the career field. I own a media brand. I own a magazine called Awesomely You Magazine. The point of me creating it is because why you can't own a magazine? Why you can't own a magazine? You're 8, but why you can't own a magazine? And I'm writing that book currently because it's needed. Okay. All right, let me read these comments before I get off this live. I don't know what you're talking about because I don't know. I'm not going to respond to that because I'm kind of confused. Oh, you're not talking to me, Hurt. Hi. I'll check you out. But I want to say thank you guys for just tuning in, watching this video. I may come back live later. Maybe not, maybe so. I have to finish my school paper. Um, I'm also in school. Voila. I'm in school for legal studies. So I probably need to finish my paper. But my professor had to email me back before I can finish that one. But like I said, if you want to write books, publish magazines, then get at me. And you can text me personally, and I will text back. I'm not a talker, to be honest, on the phone, and I probably will not text after a certain time, but I will text back because that is my business line. That's why I'm giving it out on social media. Once again, my number is 404-380-0059 because you should publish a book as well, and you should change your life as well. But I appreciate everybody who's joined this live. Thank you for all the kind words, or the people who wasn't kind, people that was mean. It's okay. But I'm Crystal Jordan. Please follow and subscribe for more.